That's an old school tin can right there. That'd be so cool if they remastered this. Let's see. Trying to think where's like I really wish that they would bring these storylines into Destiny 2. Even if it's the same storyline, you know? People would play that. They really would. Dust Palace. Why does that sound familiar? Can I play this by myself without anybody coming in? Let's try it. I want to relive these old strikes. That's what I want. Hopefully I won't get anybody to join. Kinda hoping nobody joins. Don't join. Siva ship. We're trying so hard to find somebody. Thank you. They should give us an option whether if we want to have people
The Dust Palace
join
is lost to us again.
in a
Back in
strike.
Cabal hands. Word is they've let the
They should
Scion
give us
Flayers
an
out
option
of
on
their
it
cages
that,
to dig around in the centrally iced
like, if we don't want to play with anybody,
they really want what's buried in there. If
we should have
Rasputin was
the option.
protecting it, it's valuable. We've got to flush those flayers out.
Look at that, baby. We're going back to Mars. Amazing.
According to Vanguard reports from Cade, the Scion Flayers are already at the top of the Dust Palace. We better move.
That's cool. There's people still playing this game. Look at that. Like, I really miss seeing stuff like this. Ooh, a necrochasm. Oh my god. The original Cabal, how they used to look. They could just remaster it, make it look like how Destiny 2 is now these days, and just like remaster it. That'd be amazing. I think I forgot where to go. Maybe. Am I going the right way? I gotta go down. Right? Oh, it's been so long. Oh, yep, maybe. Okay, I'm lost. I'm officially lost. Yeah, lost is a good thing because not not playing Destiny 2. Yeah, I'm officially lost. Let's just go down. Let's go science. That's what I'm talking about. Damn, okay. Where do I go? I think I go up, right? Maybe. My cursor's facing down now, right? Okay. So lost here. Maybe this way? Aha! I found it. Let's go. 311 old strikes just makes me feel good. Really does. Being able to go back in time and where it all began. Where Destiny all began. Right here. Amazing. Being able to play with weapons you haven't played with in years. I really wish I did bring this baby back. This was like my favorite auto rifle back in the day. Still is to this day. Can't remember what to do for her. Let's go that way. So we got a battle upstairs. Somebody's fighting. Now this is old school Destiny. Right here. These are the days I miss. I really hope that they bring a lot of this stuff back. that's what I'm saying. It's never been about speed running. Cause when you start speed running, you take the fun out of playing it. You know? Just look around. Look at all the detail. Why speed running when you could just like look at the detail, take your time, have fun, and enjoy playing the game. Now these days, it's all about breaking records, speed running, you know, grinding. Whatever happened to stuff like this, you know, where you hardly ever even had to grind. A lot of these old school weapons that were in Destiny, you just really can't find anymore. You really can't. I don't know if they'll ever come back too. That's the thing. Great thing about Destiny is the original game is you can go into your inventory and whenever you run out of any type of heavy ammo, special, primary, you could just go to your inventory and just like reload it. That's great. That's great. I honestly, I really wish that they would bring something like that back. That's what we need. Now these days it's just too easy. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean sometimes it's too easy, but sometimes like ammo's just like really hard to find. At least if you had everything you had in your consumable slot when it comes to special ammo and primary, uh, and you know, all you'd have to do is go to your inventory slot and just like wait for the cooldown. And once the cooldown was over, you could just get whatever you need, and that was a guaranteed drop. You know, guaranteed drop. As long as you had the proper resources, it's like that's that, that that's where it's at. It really is. Like stuff like this takes me back. It makes me like it makes me rethink. Like man, I forgot a lot of stuff that was missed from Destiny, and being able to just to go back and relive those old roots. I mean, how it first started, how you first started becoming a guardian, talking to vendors you haven't seen in years, strikes, old strikes, you know, reliving old strikes, reliving being able to play with old weapons that you can't play in Destiny 2. I mean, don't get me wrong, Destiny 2 is fun. It really is. But there's a lot of great weapons that we just don't have in Destiny 1. Or Destiny 2 that, yeah, a lot of great weapons are in Destiny 1 that aren't in Destiny 2. Prime example, Necrochasm. I mean, Necrochasm is great. It really is. What's so good about the Necrochasm is because you can't find this auto rifle in the game. In Destiny 2, you can't. And the reason why I like using it in Necrochasm is because of this perk right here. Curse Bringer kills with this weapon trigger a curse thrall explosion. Like, man, this weapon is so great. It really is. I think a lot of people forgot their roots. You know, this is where it all started. You know, this is where it all started. Look at these old school harpies, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Amazing. See, at least back in the day, when you were fighting harpies, they would literally try to fight back. Now these days, when you battle a harpy, they just sit and try to follow you. That's it, you know. Sometimes I use their lasers, but and look at that. Look at these old school failing shields compared to the ones that they have right now. And these machine guns back in the day were so strong. Now that's a failing shield, bro, right there. Look at those shields. Like you can't shoot through them. You really can't. The only way to get past them is by throwing on a grenade or shooting at their feet. I mean, you could get past them, but you would have to shoot like their arm, their left arm, because they always shoot from the well. Okay, my left, but their right arm. So only way to get past these guys is, I mean, like I said, you would like literally have to like shoot at their arm or their feet, and that's what made the game back in Destiny so challenging. When you had to face like these little dudes right here, like you were forced to either throw a grenade or shoot at their arm or shoot at the leg, because you can't like now these days when you battle a when you battle like a failing uh um what do you call it? They give you the option to destroy their shield in Destiny 2. But back in Destiny, the original Destiny, you can't destroy their shield. It's either throw a grenade, shoot at their feet, or shoot at their arms. And that's why I thought why our Destiny 2 was so great, because you know now these days, like when you want to shoot the failing, you know they give you the option to shoot at their shield, and then it breaks their shield, it lowers the shield. But in Destiny, you, you can it's not like that in the Destiny. Like you have to go about it a certain way. You really do. I love Necrocast. Okay. Fight off the attackers. mean, these are some old school strikes. They really are. See, like, okay, so since I have 16 ammo, what I do is I go to my options, go to inventory, break out my heavy, boom, full heavy, just like that. Well, almost full heavy. And that's what I miss, because now these days in Destiny 2, it's so easy, sometimes easy for you to get heavy ammo. But at least, uh, like when they first made Destiny, they sure you have to activate your like ammo and stuff, but there was always a cooldown, and that's what made the game and challenging. Like if there is no ammo on the ground, at least you're able to go into your inventory under consumables, and you're able to get whatever you need, whether it's primary, uh, special, or heavy. You know, you were able to get what you needed. At least that was guaranteed. Cause sometimes, like when you do like content, sometimes even though you had the scavenger and the ammo finder on, sometimes it's don't guarantee it. At least this is a win-win right here. Now these little alien dudes are definitely old school right here. Definitely. Some old school Centurions too. So now, I think I have to play Ghost, maybe? Okay. Alright. See, strikes like this I miss. Like every strike that is out from the beginning. Like from D1, okay? Every strike that was ever made could eventually turn into a nightfall. Or like any type of hard content. Like, this would be a really good nightfall. If they brought this to Destiny 2, this would be a really good nightfall. They would have to throw some champions in there, and throw a lot more ads in there. But other than that, they like every nightfall that was created, they could turn it into a nightfall in a general. And look at that, the old school jumping from the warlock or any character, you know, like the sound effects just from a warlock when he's jumping, amazing. I mean, these are some old school Cabal right here. They really are. And what's so great about these nightfalls, like, or just these strikes, like, even though that these strikes are old school, every strike, no matter what you go into, the old school strikes, they always had a burn. You know, I mean, I'm not sure if the strikes that you go on to now if they have burns anymore, but I know they used to have burns, but I think it's just for nightfalls only. I could be wrong. I'm not too sure. These sounds are crazy too. This is a old school fusion. Really, it's really hard hitting too. See, back in the day, you weren't allowed to even finish these guys, too. Now, this is what I missed. You can't finish nobody. Like, if you're doing this strike by yourself, you had to do this by yourself. You have to, go with the appropriate burns. You can't finish, like any type of ads. You really can't. Like when the ads were low on, health. They want to give you the option to finish them like you can in Destiny too. But in original Destiny, even though their health was low, you still had to kill them, which was so great. Honestly, and back in Destiny, like I feel like the weapons are a lot stronger in Destiny than Destiny 2. I mean it's my personal opinion, but yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, try going in for the kill. Because, failing. see how they're blocking with the shield? That's old school. Those are some real shields too. Not like the shields that the aliens have now these days. I feel like the fusion rifles back in Destiny, the original on the Destiny, were way stronger than the ones that we have now these days. Like this fusion rifle, really strong, really strong. 77 Wizard. I remember those little waves from the Scions. Look at that. Look at the exotic. That's old school right there, right there. I think yeah, I mean it is an exotic, but it was I think maybe even though these strikes were strikes, like some of these dudes and these strikes are crazy, man. You know, I definitely could, like, I mean, like I could see something like this going back and turning into a nightfall, like that. That'd be crazy. If they made this a nightfall on a Destiny 2, that'd be crazy. Burner how those guys arc. Oh, dudes are definitely strong. Oh, dudes definitely have a shield. For the price of one. You guys are playing peekaboo. Who's next? Alright.
Nice work. I'll let the Vanguard know the flares are dead.
Now that's a strike.
If those Scion flayers were tangling with Rasputin, they are way more powerful than we realize. We better keep an eye on
That
where
was
the
awesome.
Cabal deploy those things. Who knows what their minds can do?
Cade's voice, hearing Cade's voice, amazing. Like any strike from D1, if they bring it back into D2, or even maybe remastered of this game, they did something like that, I would definitely buy it. This is older roots, older roots. Where it all began. Alright, let's see. What other strike have I not played in a while? Let's see. Why don't I start with Mars? So I did Dust Palace. Dark Glow. What is that? Black Garden. Yeah, let's do this one. Well, I didn't know that. He, the strikes. I didn't know you could change the setting on strikes. What? I can make the setting on these strikes harder? I I never knew that. Wow. I mean, just being able to go back to Mars and just like go in certain areas, relive certain memories. I mean, that's where it's all at, you know? Ooh, look at that, look at that. See that? Yeah, yeah.
The Black Garden may not stay among us for long.
Ooh.
Something has begun to repair the schism
Okay.
torn by its destruction. Vex now
Let's put
flood
on
the garden
Icebreaker.
channels to protect it. We must stop the Weavers before they seal the garden and begin to summon back its heart.
Icebreaker. Icebreaker's victims spontaneously combust, dealing damage to nearby others nearby.
I like this place better when it's
Look at
dead.
that. Look at that. See, how come they can't bring the hand cannons like this back in the game? I know it was a PvP hand cannon, but still, like, even the perks, you know, look in the chamber, one random bullet in the magazine causes considerable bonus damage. Like, something like perks like that in guns these days, you don't see. Maybe it's changed and called something different, maybe. No backpack. Cannot be reloaded. Regenerates ammo over time. See, stuff like this, I really wish that they would bring them back in the game. A lot of people would always tell me, "Oh, but it break the game." It's not gonna break the game. Look, it's an old school weapon. They could just people need to understand. It's not about breaking the game. It's about having fun, and that's where it's at. You know, you make a game, you play the game, and you have fun. Listen to the sound, guys. Like, dude, this is a sniper rifle. Look at that. Regenerating ammo over time. Just that sound. Oh, I love that. That's why this gun is so good. Look, look at that. I'll never run out of ammo. This would not break the game. Playing games, it shouldn't not be about breaking games or doing world records. I get that people wanna like what do you call it? Bragging rights for world records. I get that to a certain extent, but a lot of people have to understand and realize like it's not about world records or who has the best build or who has the best time or who has the most kills. It's like it shouldn't be about that. It should be about having fun. Period. It should be not about competition. Just old school having fun. Look at that sound, guys. Look at that. Man, I tell you what. Now this, to me, is a sniper. Not because it regens ammo, but I love the scope. I love the way it sounds. I love the way it feels. Sure, it might take me a million years to hard scope somebody, but hey, look, come on and do whatever it takes to have fun, you know? That's why everybody always asks me, how come you don't speedrun? Even if I could, guys. Okay, I'm 52 years old. Even if I could speedrun, would I? No. Because when I play my game, I want to have fun. I want to be able to, like when I'm doing my my run, I want to be able to just like look around me to see what was made, you know, from the game, or see whatever type of cheese that I can get away with, you know. That's what I'm saying. It's it's like when everybody else wants to do like break world records or best builds. I get that, you know. I mean, that's just the younger generation. But when you get my age, you don't care about that stuff. You know, you just want to have fun. And this to me is having fun. Look at that. Watch my ammo regen over the time. Eventually it will. See? Look at that. Yeah, everybody sits and says, oh yeah, if they brought back Icebreaker, it'd wreck the game. Look, no, it's not. If a game is created for one thing only. It's not about breaking records, or the best builds, or the fastest time, or the best gun in the game, or the god rolls. It's not about that. Two words. Having fun. Period. No competition. Period. Just strictly old-fashioned having fun. Looking around, looking to see what these guys built. You know, now that's where it's at. Cause I tell you what, my very first console back in the day was Commodore 64. Then it went to Odyssey 2. The little 16-bit cartridges, you know, I think, or 8-bit cartridge. I think it was back in the day. I can't remember, but no, that's where it was at. I mean, and back in the day, you had split screen parties with your friends. There's no competition. Uh, you know, I that that's a video game. Now these days, it's way different. You know, way different. And me, I just want to have fun. You know, that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do is have fun. Because like I said, even if I could speedrun, I would never speedrun. A lot of people try to get me to speedrun. That will never happen. Even if I could, never happen. I would never do it. Because it's taking the fun out of the game for me. I'm not doing it to like do it under an hour or to do it in 40 minutes. I'm doing it because I want to have fun. I want to enjoy my game. I want to be able to enjoy my run. If I'm in the middle of a nightfall and if I'm really hungry or thirsty, I'm gonna put my controller down and I'm gonna run downstairs and get myself something to eat and a drink. That and then come back and then enjoy my game. It to me, playing a video game should be about just having fun. Like, but nowadays everybody has their own style, their play style, which is good. Which I get it, you know. But look, me, I don't care about that stuff, you know. I strictly one thing and only, like when I make content, you know, I just want to show others, you know, like how I do stuff in my Nightfall runs, or explain them the best advice I could teach them when doing a run in general. Not about, well, yeah, well, I'm gonna hurry up and do this in under an hour. No, I'm just gonna. Everybody knows how I am. Like, that's what makes me different from other people, is because I I like to enjoy my game, you know. Now this, man, I tell you what, I really wish that they would bring this this gun back. This gun is amazing. That's why I like it. I mean, I like the scope. I like the way it sounds. Plus, I mean, the regenerating the ammo is really cool. But other than that, you know, I just like the scope is got. The scope is pretty cool. The 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 design on the weapon is really cool. Just the noise in general, what it does and what it sounds like is amazing. It really is. You'll never find a gun like this ever in Destiny 2. I don't usually like to snipe, but I tell you what, back in the day, I always use this weapon. This weapon is really fun. It really is. See, just like right now, I don't have ammo. It'll eventually regen ammo over time. That's what made this. That's why they call it the icebreaker. You know, I'm beginning to think that that's the reason why they called it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe then again, maybe I don't understand why they called it the icebreaker. But what's great about it is even though they're special on the ground, like I don't know if I picked this up if it'll give me ammo. Okay, so it does. Wait, no, it doesn't give you ammo. So if I could do this. Let me see something right now. I don't think it. Yeah, see, look, it doesn't give you any ammo. That's awesome, right? Like, it's a special weapon, but you can't pick up the special. Why? Because this weapon regenerates ammo over time. That's cool, man. I really like that. And I tell you what, back in the day, these harpies, if you get close to them, they will shoot back. The harpies that you go up against now these days, all they do is have lasers. Sometimes, I mean, I think like in Vault of Glass, because it is an original from Destiny, but coming from Destiny 2 alone, that all they do is just shoot lasers. That's all that they do. At least when you're fighting a harpy back in the day from D1, what do you call it? They would definitely shoot back. If they do have harpies in the Destiny 2 that shoot back, maybe they do, maybe they don't. I'm not too sure. I don't think I can recall seeing something like that. Let me see something. Whenever I do strikes or night falls, I always find a way to at least get around these guys. See right here? All I have to do is just come back right here, and I don't really have to. I mean, I can literally see all the ads. Okay, I get that people like playing aggressive, but me at my age, I'm a very passive player. I think outside the box, not what's inside the box. What I mean by that is if you do something like what I did do, like if you come back and all you see is these ads. They can look at me, but due to the fact because since I'm this far away, they're definitely not going to shoot back at me. You know, and that's how I play in Destiny 2. And that's why I always survive. Due to the fact is because how I play. You know, even if I wasn't an aggressive player, I could be an aggressive player. But the only time I'm an aggressive player is when the ads push me. Other than that, I'm just gonna sit back and take my time. You know. Now, if I push this ad right here, he'll definitely hammer me. But if I just come back like right here and just pop shots, this guy's going down. And then that's how I play in Destiny 2. That's exactly how I play. Like, why make things hard in a game where you can just make it easier? You know what I mean? Okay, easy. Didn't even have to try. That's what I'm saying. Anybody that comes in my channel, they could definitely learn a lot. I know a lot of these players, they like to play aggressive. I get that, which is cool. You know, it's their way of thinking, their play style. If they want to do world records or speed runs or whatever, that's them. I'm happy for them. But me, like if they were to ever come in my channel and just like watch how I play, you know, I mean, you could learn a lot from somebody. It doesn't matter if they're a speedy runner or a slow runner. You learn something new every day. And I think that honestly, I think that's the reason why I survive all the times in the nightfalls because it's anybody can solo anything. Uh, when it comes to Destiny, anybody. They just have to have the right build. They have to have patience. Uh, the right mods, the right weapons, and last of all, keyword, have fun and take your time. Now, if you fit all that in that category and you don't care about the time limit, well, there you go. And then you just turn yourself into a solo player. You know, like I said, anybody can solo anything. If you fit that category that I just described, then go try it. Have fun. When you play games, like I said, it should not be about competition. It should be about loading your game, getting on the character that you want to play, playing with those weapons, playing with those subclasses, and just having fun, period. You know, I think people forgot how to play video games. Because now, like I said, now these days, it's all about breaking world records and then having competition. I get that, you know, but to a certain extent, point, I get that. But look, back in the day, like 70s, 80s, sure they had arcade competitions and stuff like that. But but if you're playing on your Super Nintendo or NES or Commodore 64 or Odyssey, Sega Dreamcast, Sega Mega Drive, all those other consoles, like 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 when you put that game in, it wasn't about competition. It was just about having fun and being able to get home from school and play on your favorite character and play your favorite game. That's where it was. That's that's what people miss. That's what people gotta understand. Like when you play video games, it shouldn't be about like any of that stuff. It should be just strictly just having fun. But now these days, you get the younger generation. And then everybody has, like I said, everybody has their own play style. But me, you know, like when I load my game, this is how I exactly like that, how I describe it, like how I like to play. I wish there was more people that would be like this, but you know, times have changed, and I guess I have to adapt, but it doesn't mean I have to play their playstyle, you know? Because I'm me. There, there's no one like me, because I'm 100% original, you know? Old school. That's where I like to keep it too. Can't remember what was right here. See right there. If I feel like I'm about ready to lose my life, guess what? I'm running. I ain't gonna sit there and let these guys take advantage of me like that. Uh-uh. No way, bro. Now, this is a hand cannon right here. Now, these days, you got these hand cannons that bounce a lot. Like, this is a hand cannon right here. This is no joke. can't remember what I'm supposed to do. Maybe. I think I'm supposed to make my way up to the hill. If I remember right. Pretty sure. I tell you what. This was one of, I mean, I know everybody knows that I don't like PvP, and I'm fine with it. But look, if they ever bring something like this back to the game, like this was one of my favorite hand cannons back in the day because of what it has. Looking in the chamber, one random bullet in the magazine causes considerable bonus damage. Like I said, a lot of these great perks that are in Destiny 2, you just can't find. You really can't find. You know what I mean? I mean, this is a hard hitting hand cannon. No joke. Like, if they ever bring this back to Destiny 2, amazing.
Icebreaker will never come back.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know. But it will come back if I play Destiny, though. You know what I mean? If I pop in Destiny, which I'm playing right now, Icebreaker is back. You know what I mean? But as far as it coming back in the Destiny 2, yeah, it'll, it'll never come back. Other than that, how you been, Malik? Ooh. Oh, dude, almost took me out right there. Where's that? Look how big that freaking Cyclops dude is, man. That's crazy, bro. This hand cannon is strong. I mean, granted, the reload speed is like really kind of slow, almost like dial-up. But that's crazy, right? Look how big the Cyclops guy is. Now that guy's huge, bro. Like I said, it might take me a million years to hard scope, but I'm cool with it. If I can get this guy to stay still. It's one of my favorite hand cannons back in the day. Like, this thing is amazing. And honestly, Malik, I know you said Icebreaker will never come back. Icebreaker, any weapon, even Icebreaker can come back. All they would have to do is change the perk on the gun, change it to something else. You know, anything is possible in the game if you put your mind to it. You know what I mean? Oh my god. That guy jumped down there. I didn't know he could jump down there like that. What is that? I got an icebreaker, bro. Dude, these strikes are amazing. Like I said, I know he said icebreaker is gonna come back, and it probably won't. But look, icebreaker to me can come back. All they would have to do is just change the perk on it. That's it, and just bring back the game, or bring back the gun. Granted, it'll maybe it be different, but in actuality, like I said, if they kept all the perks, even icebreaker right here, uh, but it just changed the perk on this weapon. I'm not sure how they had to do it, but they could bring it back. Anything's possible. Like my dad always told me in life, don't don't ever say something can't come back. You know, it always can come back, but it'll come back as something different. You know what I mean? So they could bring back this weapon, but uh, it wouldn't be no backpack. Cannot be reloaded. Regenerated time over time. They would probably like change the perk to what perk? Who knows? But anything's possible in life. All you have to do is believe. You know what I mean? So all you have to do is believe. No matter how hard I believe it, probably won't happen, but you know, it'd be amazing. This is probably about the only sniper rifle that you guys will ever see me ever use. Besides Cloud Strike. Cloud Strike is pretty good. It is. I give it that. Um, but nothing compares. I mean, Cloud Strike is good. Don't get me wrong. But this sniper, I would have to say, is probably the best sniper that was ever created, ever. The scope is great. What the perk does is great. Um, the sound. You'll never ever find another sniper rifle like this ever in the game. It's original. Not sure where these guys are hitting me from.
You didn't use Whisper of the Worm?
What? I think I have maybe. I maybe Whisper of the Worm. I think it's a Taken sniper. I think it's a Taken sniper. I think maybe. I I think I did maybe. Uh, if you were to ask me right now, what do I think is the best sniper? between Whisper of the Worm. I do remember Whisper of the Worm. I think as long as you got precision shots, the ammo would come back maybe, or no, not come back. Whisper of the Worm. As long as you got precision shots, you wouldn't have to reload, right? So, yeah, definitely Icebreaker because even though you have six shots, uh, you can't pick up special. Okay, in this game, as long as you have Icebreaker, it won't let you. I tried it. If you pick a special, you can walk over it, like right here, like you see the special. Watch, I'm gonna fire all of the shots. Okay, well not all of it, but look at this. See, I'm trying to pick up the special. It won't let you pick up the special. And then here's why. The reason why you can't pick up special is, I'll, I'll tell you, because it regenerates ammo over time. There's no need to pick a special, you know? It regenerates. So therefore, I would have to say, uh, hands down, Icebreaker all day, because of what it does. There will never be a sniper rifle ever like this, ever. The sound on it is amazing. It really is. As far as hand cannon, I would definitely have to say, I don't know about you guys, but as far as hand cannon, the best hand cannon ever made, on a, honest opinion, I would have to say this hand cannon. No. I mean that this hand cannon is super strong. I mean we're just talking about legendaries, not exotics. Legendaries, okay? From D1, not D2, just D1 hand cannons. I would have to say the Lord Hard Fixer, probably the best hand cannon in the game as far as my book is concerned. Everybody might have a different opinion, but this hand cannon, I usually don't like to use hand cannons, but this hand cannon is super strong. Just like this, zombie apocalypse. I tell you what, this machine gun, even though it kind of shoots slow, man, I tell you what, this machine gun is strong. It really is. And as far as sniping, you guys probably are asking, well, how come you don't sniping and Destiny 2? I don't know, because they don't have Icebreaker. Honestly, Cloud Strike is good, don't get me wrong, but what started me sniping in the first place was Icebreaker. And after I started sniping, I started using the LDR, wherever that is. That's Prey it is. Prey it is alright. Seven Cents is alright, but the LDR sniper rifle was pretty cool. As far as pulse rifle, I would definitely have to say Grasp of Malik was the best pulse rifle in the game as far as D1 because the thing shot so fast. It's crazy. Crazy reload speed, shot really super fast, and it was amazing. Pulse rifle really was. Like I could see, like I wish a lot of these strikes from D1 would either either two things that could happen with these strikes from D1. Either bring them back to the Destiny 2 and turn them into Nightfall strikes, which any strike could turn into a Nightfall strike. Um, let's see. So two things. I would love to see all these Nightfall or all these strikes make it into Destiny 2, which they could. They could just store it in the vault and for the next upcoming season or whatever. They could bring back these strikes. All they have to do is remaster it, rework the strikes, throw some champions in there, maybe tournamenters, and just bring it back. You know, I I hear Bungie always sit and say veteran players. Well, this is to me as a veteran player. This is what I would love to see come back. These strikes were amazing. The detail in this game was amazing. Like look at this. Like look at that. You can literally see everything. Literally see everything. And if this like if they brought back let's say Mars and Venus, like like some of the greatest strikes came from Venus and Mars. Crazy. And the Siva Strikes were amazing too. They really were. Like I know a lot of people are gonna sit and say Siva is never gonna come back. Well, you can't ever say nothing's not gonna come back. Look, anything's possible in life, right? Anything. They just have to rework it and just bring it back. Anything is possible, you know? Anything. Just like that one sniper rifle, when I think when you got a headshot, it would turn you invisible. I think the sniper rifle was called Patience in Time. It is like a green camouflage sniper. And I think when you got out a kill, you would go invisible, maybe. Or am I mixing that up with another sniper rifle? I think there's another sniper rifle called Benevolence or something like that. It was like an arc sniper rifle. I can't remember. Didn't it? Yeah, yeah. The arc sniper rifle blinded your targets when you got a headshot. See, so, like sniper rifles like that would be great if they brought back something like that to the game. Like I tell you what, if they were to bring back half these great weapons, as far as the sniper rifles, would you ever see me snap again? Well, hell yeah, man. I mean, but I kind of lost interest for one because it takes me a million years to hard scope because I'm 52 years old. And for two, most of these sniper rifles that come in the Destiny 2, like my favorite sniper rifle in the game as far as Destiny 2, I would definitely have to say Cloud Strike. Any other sniper rifle in the game, I just I don't really want to pick up. I really don't want to even try to use because I don't like using it. But if you were to take some of these sniper rifles from Destiny 1 and put them back into Destiny 2, would I ever use them again? Would I ever get back into sniping again? If you were to ask me that question, yes, I would. Why? Because a lot of these great weapons that you see from Destiny are in Destiny 2. And as a veteran player, I think a lot of people would agree with me on that. It's not just um, the weapons in the game. It's the armor, the strikes, the storylines. How you can go into your director and go to a planet, and there will be like these little stars on the map, and it'd be like little side missions. And at the end of the side mission will always be a boss. It has some type of story to it, you know? Would I like to see something like that come back? Well, yeah, that would be amazing. You know, but Bungie is always telling players, you know, well, you got to do the grind, blah blah blah. Well, if or you know, they'll sit and say, well, you gotta find something there to do, or towards an ending that season, where most players how they'll just go play a different game until the new season starts. Well, if he brought back something like that and brought it into Destiny 2, even if it was the same missions from Destiny 1 brought back into Destiny 2, like it would give players, veteran players, new players, it would give them a reason to stay in the game, you know? It really would. Why? Because it's giving us something to do until the season comes out, or whenever the then the season comes out. It really gives us something to do. But with now these days, with all of the grinding and the power leveling, see, I I don't like any of that stuff. You know, Destiny, like when you play this game that I'm playing right now, it's never been about the grind. Sure, you would have bounties, but it you wouldn't have all the stuff that they have in Destiny too. Like like you don't do that stuff in Destiny. You know what I mean? I mean, sure. I mean, like I said, you would have bounties and stuff, but like there is so much to do in Destiny without the grind. You know what I mean? Relive story moments. Uh, um, replay story missions. Old school raids. Old school strikes. Revisiting in the old tower. Revisiting your favorite vendor that left in Destiny 2. Uh, whether if it's New Monarchy, Future Oracle, or Dead Orbit, you're able to rank up with the vendors with packages, and then you're and every I think it's like once a week that the weapons would change along with the perks. I think that's how it went. But I mean, even though the ranking system was pretty easy to get certain weapons, but look, like I said, once you got those weapons, you don't see those weapons in Destiny 2. You really don't. And it, and see like another thing like I was going to tell you guys. Okay, so in Destiny 2, okay, we have what? Am all these mods, all right? You got the ammo finder, uh, you got the scavenger. Okay, look, what what was so great about Destiny was this. Okay, let's say if you had no ammo on the ground, you know, and you're like, man, like I'm at the boss fight. There's no ammo. What do I do? I don't understand this game. What do you mean you don't understand this game? And you're sitting and telling your friend in this. Well, I got double ammo finder on it, and I got scavenger, but there's no heavy on the ground. How do we DPS the boss? And now these days, people are all about speed runs and quick times and world records, right? I get that, but that's for the younger generation. But where I'm getting at, guys, is this: when you had double heavy ammo finder on and a special ammo finder on, and you got your scavenger that meets the requirement for your build or whatever, and there's nothing on the ground, and then you're trying to go ham on the boss, but there's no heavy, there's no special. Well, what do? There's nothing you can do, right? And you're going on all these ads, and nothing's dropping, right? Well, look, in Destiny, this is all you had to do, right? Okay, I had 95 in my chamber, okay? 95 in my chamber for heavy. So this is what I do. I open up my character menu, I go over to inventory, and boom, look at this. Heavy ammo synth, okay? I just activated that. Now I got my cooldown. Look at this. Now I got heavy in my gun. And honestly, I wish something like this would come back. I wish that they would do away with the heavy ammo finder and the scavenger. Here's why. Okay, so even though that there's ammo on the ground, yeah, there's ammo on the ground. Okay, I get that. But what happens when there's no ammo on the ground, and you're trying to do a strike with your friends, or even a GM or a master or whatever, or solo content, whatever flows to your boat. Well, here's the story, guys. Even though that you have scavenger and double special ammo finder or a double heavy ammo finder, it does not mean that you're gonna get the drops that you want when doing solo content uh, with your friends or not solo content, but doing solo content, and does not mean that when you have double ammo finder and scavenger, it does not mean you're gonna get the ammo drops that you want. It's like playing in the lotto. It's either gonna drop or it's still not gonna drop, right? At least when you play this game, you open up your inventory, you wait for your cooldown to go away. Once your cooldown goes away, you activate it. This is a guarantee right here. This is a guarantee. Uh, if you guys were to ask me, do I prefer the ammo finder over heavy or any type of ammo synth? No. Look, this is where it's at. When you run out, okay, this is a guarantee. Granted, there might be a cooldown, but that's what made the game interesting because then when you're in the middle of an engagement or with the boss, you know, you you're panicking like, oh my god, my cooldown ain't here. There's no ammo on the ground. Ammo on the ground. You had to fight. You had to survive. You had to do anything, uh, you know, in your heart to do whatever it takes to even beat that encounter, right? Well, in the Destiny 2, what happens if you're running scavenger and then you got double special ammo finder on or a double heavy ammo finder and you're killing all of these ads but nothing is dropping? Well, how are you gonna DPS the boss? What? Your abilities? What? Uh, your super? Well, your abilities only do so much. Okay, your super only do so much. When there is no ammo on the ground, well, now it kind of extends your time. But in Destiny, at least this was a guaranteed drop. And I'm pretty sure as a veteran player or as new players, pretty sure that you guys understand where I'm coming from. This, I like this option better than the scavenger and any day, and the heavy or ammo finder. I kind of wish something like this would come back. They wouldn't bring this back to do the fact because we get infinite primary. But as far as like a special right here, like at least this was a guaranteed drop. You know what I mean? Because one, once you find out when you load into any activity that you play, and like I said, if you have triple ammo finder and you can't stock up on the scavenger because when you stock up on scavenger, if you double on the mod, it does not count. It's not. There's no benefit to it. Okay, you can't stack scavenger twice. I mean, it just you're wasting mod slot. But like I said, guys, when you're doing any type of content, okay, and you have no ammo on the ground, what do you do? What do you do? And you know, when you're with a team or by yourself, what do? You're forced to use your primary. When you have no special, no heavy, you're forced to use your primary, you're forced to use your abilities, you're forced to use your super, and you're killing all of these ads, and then there's no ammo finder on the ground, okay? No ammo finder on the ground. What do? You're forced to do that, right? Now it's gonna extend your time when you're doing on the strike. Like I said, when you play Destiny, the original game Destiny, at least this was guaranteed. And then that's the reason why I like most of the stuff that was in Destiny that you just can't find in Destiny 2. Because at least this was the original. When you ran out, this was a guarantee. And then that's the reason why I like a lot of stuff that came from Destiny that you just can't find in Destiny 2. Exotic armor, uh, weapons, um, the Phalanx, their shields. I'll give you an example. The Phalanx in Destiny 2, they give you the option to break their shield. Once their shield is broken, then you can hit them in the head, right? Well, when you go back to the old rules from Destiny, there's two ways to even beat the Phalanx, okay? A Cabal, okay? You either shoot his feet, because you can't shoot his shield because it's completely made out of iron, right? You can't shoot at the shield. So what do you do? Well, I'll tell you what you do. You either shoot his feet, shoot his right arm, or use your abilities, or you use your super to get by. You can't shoot at his shield. I mean, you can, but you're not going to do nothing. Okay? That's, I mean, That's an old school failing shield, for what I'm talking about. The failing shields that you have now, you could break through, you know? And then, that's why I like Destiny. Replaying the stories, strikes, uh, farming and exotics. Like, I mean, we're talking about, like, original farmer here, like, right? Like, remember, right here, if you go on in your inventory, I don't think I had that, but I think there's a material called 3 of coins, and then you would activate it, and I think it gave you like a timer. I think it's like a 10-minute timer. I could be wrong. It could be 20 minutes or something like that. But anyways, I think it's called 3 of coins. And what you do is you activate it, and like let's say if you wanted like the Black Garden on Destiny, and then you could like literally farm that boss over and over, or the ads, and during that when that timer was active, it gave you a chance to get a drop for an exotic, and that's what was so great, it was so great. Also, Siva key fragments, when you're playing Wrath of Machine Raid, you know, it says use it to upgrade Wrath of the Machine Raid gear. 10 of these can be consumed to create a Siva catch key, which opens the Siva catches and Wrath of the Machine Raid, which is pretty cool. I really like this. Like if you had 10 of these, you can go to the Cosmodrome, I think it was, and they had a public event on the inside. And I think as long as you had 10 of those key fragments, uh, you'd walk up to this little kiosk and you would have to use your fragments to activate the public event inside the like little dome or whatever. And that was great. Prison of Elders. I could see Prison of Elders coming back. Why? Well, here's why. For one, Vander Varix is already on Europa, so it probably wouldn't be him. They can make a new warden instead of Varix. They can make a new arena with new bosses. Uh, they can make new loot. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the stuff that they can make, but I just don't see it coming back. But if it did come back, that'd be amazing. It really would be. Uh, uh, Also, the reason why Destiny was so great, they had Crota, that the Vault of Glass, where you actually had to go to Venus and load and just like go to Venus and just click on the raid for Vault of Glass, where you're able to go to your director, and then open up your director, and then the Vault of Glass will be right up there. Uh, Other thing that was Wrath of Machines, and then you had the Oryx raid, which he came back in Destiny 2, but what do you call it? Let's see, what else did they have? Siva. You can relive the memories from Siva Strikes, the Siva raid. Uh, I mean, like I said, a lot of great things that you just can't do in Destiny 2. I mean, granted, the graphics are better in Destiny 2, a lot of great weapons. But if you were to ask me, do I prefer the weapons in D2 over D1? I would tell you D1 and all of the way. All the way. There's a lot of great weapons that you just can't see that are in D1. Some of the weapons are coming back from D1 into the D2, but some of the weapons probably won't ever make it to D2. And one of them, like Malik was saying, which is Icebreaker. But like I said, the reason why I like playing this game a lot is due to the fact because it's just old roots. A lot of stuff that you can play in Destiny that you cannot play in Destiny 2. A lot of activities you can play in Destiny that you can't play in Destiny 2. Uh, a lot of great memories came from Destiny. If they were to like what do you call it? Like remaster this and just like throw it into the PlayStation Store for like $100, and the graphics would maybe be better. The detail was different, and then it's more like Destiny 2 as far as the graphics. Would I pay $100 for a remastered game? If it is updated and the scenery looked different, yes, I would. I would definitely do it. I could see a lot of these strikes uh, coming back. Maybe. I don't know if they would, but I could definitely see it. Like any strike from D1, any strike that they made could come back. For one, it could turn it into a nightfall. It really could. Any strike that was made from D1. And if it ever makes its way into Destiny 2, sooner or later, it's gonna be making its way to a hero, legend, master, grandmaster. It'll eventually make it. If it comes out of D1 and comes into D2, for sure, 100%. Like this, I would love to have as a grandmaster Nightfall. All they, like I said earlier, all they have to do is throw some champions in there. Throw more ads in there, and maybe the encounter different. Maybe they keep that encounter. But if you want something original in the game, just leave it alone. Don't change it. One of the things you gotta have to do is just throw some champions in there. That's it. Like this machine gun that I'm using right now, very strong. So right now I'm able to go into my inventory and get ammo. And that's the reason why I like this game. Because in Destiny 2, like I said earlier, let's say if you had double ammo finder on or triple ammo finder on, and you had that appropriate scavenger for the elements, right? What happens if no ammo stuck? Well, now you're screwed. At least playing this game, it was a guarantee. After you get your ammo, there would be a cooldown, but that's what made the game so challenging. I would rather have this ammo economy different than what Destiny 2 how they have theirs. I really would. But I remember this guy. This music, I tell you what, this music, dude, I love it. You know what I mean? This music is amazing. It really is. My head on myself. Oh, this guy's hammering. tell you what, even for a strike, guys, these little strike bosses can hit pretty hard. Is this guy's name in the Iron Line? Yeah, I love this sniper rifle. It's amazing. This little hand cannon hits hard. Yowzer. Old school. This dance is old school. I forgot about this emote. My brother there used to do this dance before it passed. He used to do this dance to me all the time when we would play at D1. I'd always laugh at it. It's like, man, what the hell are you doing, bro? I miss those memories. Bowser. Oh, I love this sniper, bro. Sniper's amazing. And the reason why I'm not using my super, because I want to enjoy my time doing this run. Shooting with these weapons. I mean, I could have beat this guy a long time ago, but just going back to your old roots and just reliving these memories, just playing with their old weapons, you know, super amazing. What, if they ever brought this guy back, this would be a crazy nightfall. Really crazy. Oh, dude, it's hard. It really does. Last Guardian. Did, did someone join in my strike? I hope not. No. No, bro. I don't need help, bro. Oh, now I'm just gonna have to end him. I don't want this guy coming in. I don't need help. Oh my god, it's getting hot and heavy. Amazing strike. Amazing strike. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Okay.
The Black Garden remains here among the light. But the Vex will never cease until their birthplace is restored.
But
And we must keep it here until we can understand
that'd be
its
cool
origins.
if Bungie like gave us the option, like if we didn't want people to join in our strike, we could just say no players allowed. That would be cool if they gave us that option. That'd be cool. Amazing strike. Like old school. Like really is. So basically, remember when I was telling you guys earlier how you could just like go open up your set destination, just like pick whatever like story that you wanted to play. Uh, Look at this. Fire team 1 to 3 cooperative. Okay, you'd open it, and then you could change it to level 10, 240, or whatever. Uh, it is cool, you know. A stranger's call. Stranger's call. Why does that sound familiar? Stranger's call. I think that's that pulse ripple, right?
Our new friend must have access to extraordinary methods to have reached out to us like that.
Wait, that's
The radio
Stranger's
message she
call.
sent came from somewhere in the jungles of Venus.
No time to explain. But I think it was originally called Stranger's call, right? Something like that. Like I said, I'm going to Venus, baby. Venus.
This colony was built by the Ishtar Collective.
You
Records
can't
say
go
they
to
once
Venus
studied
in
ruins
Destiny
older than
2.
humanity
It's
itself.
unheard of.
We thought this was all lost in the collapse.
Do I see Venus or Mars coming back? Well, yeah. I think if they're gonna eventually bring it back, because like I said, a lot of great raids, a lot of great strikes came from Mars.
I don't like us getting dragged out here and not being able to get
Venus.
the lay of the land. There
Cosmodrome.
used to be a Guardian outpost nearby. Let's see what they have on this place.
I can't remember. But look at this. I mean, a lot of great detail. A lot of great detail. That's what I'm saying. Like when I do strikes, it's never been about the speedrun ever. I want to take breaks. If I want to go downstairs and grab a sandwich, get something to drink, I'm allowed. You know, it's never been about competition. Never. Never been about speedrunning. Even if I could. No. Takes the fun out. I just like looking at detail on this stuff like when I play a game. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Lot of detail in this game. I really wish that they would have bring back Vanus. This would be pretty cool. And see, the great thing about playing this, okay? So I'm doing the side mission, right? Every side mission has a little story, okay? If they were to bring all these side missions from Destiny 1 and to Destiny 2, that would be great. Here's why. Because Bungie is always saying, well, towards the end and in the other season, and people are always leaving, playing something else, or there is no grind. But if you bring something like this from D1 and to D2, It could be the same story missions. It would give players something to do. You know what I mean? You don't see something like this in Destiny 2. You never do. And that's 100% real. like like you'll never see something like this in Destiny 2.
We're late. Sparrow's accessible. There's
I
a
mean,
lot here about
being
some war
able to
machines
go
called
to
the Vex.
Venus and
Indestructible,
just like,
relentless,
man,
supremely
this
intelligent.
is cool.
And they can
It
teleport.
really
Great.
is, you know?
Guardians used to have sensors that track them. Let's get them back online.
You know, I could play these stories over and over, and you guys would probably ask me, Gma, why are you doing the same stories over and over? Because they are so great. They are so great to me. It's something that I enjoy doing. Because it is fun, you know? And you would always have something to do. Always.
The Vex sensor should be up ahead.
Old school servers. I've missed these days. Like, like when I play Destiny, I feel like I'm more alive and have a great time playing this game than I do Destiny 2.
Sensors are extensive.
I mean, like I said, a lot of great memories came out of the Destiny that you just can't find
What she wants us
in
to see.
Destiny 2. I mean, as a veteran player and pretty sure a lot of people could agree. I mean, sure, you got better graphics with Destiny 2, and gameplay might be better, but audio might be better. But and actually, audio, if you were to ask a veteran player, well, what would you rate Destiny? It'd probably be a good rating. The fact because, like I said, a lot of stuff that you can do in Destiny, you just can't do in Destiny 2. And it's a lot of great memories. A lot of great memories. Indeed. But being able just to like replay these same missions over and over and over. Like there are so many missions in Destiny off different planets, different locations. It gave you a reason to play this game, you know? Not because of the grind. Let's say if your grind was over, it gave you something to do, you know? You always had something to do on this game. And in Destiny, there was really no
Detective
grind.
Vex.
Sure, you might have some
We're surrounded.
bounties, but that was about it.
The coordinates lead here? What
Yeah, I think
is it?
this is where I
Let me
met,
get a closer
what was Anna Bray's sister name? I can't remember her name, but I think that's where I met that one EXO girl. Like, I always have trouble remembering her names. Stranger's Call. That this is where um, I think this is where you get the gun.
No, it's the Vex. Better find some cover.
Oh no, no, no! It's the Vex. Better go find some cover. Amazing. I don't need to find cover, bro. I got you, Ghost. I'm the one and only, baby. I'm G-Mob. Takes a lot to take me down. was a great little battle.
What are these things? Are there any still intact that I can analyze?
That was a great little battle. And the movie scene is great too. I remember this.
Well fought.
You're here.
We haven't got much time.
Who are you?
Why have you been watching us?
I don't even have time to explain why I don't have time to explain. I will. I will. I know.
Will what?
I wasn't talking to you, little light.
I'm a ghost, actually.
Many guardians fell. Strong ones. But you made it here. Yes, I'm listening. They are here. With me.
Who's she talking to?
Understood. You need my help, Guardian.
Is that why you brought us here?
They brought us here. The Vex. Evil so dark it despises other evil.
You're not a guardian.
No. I was not forged in light. But I believe where our paths cross, ground could break. Have you heard of the Black Garden?
We've heard the legends.
The greatest threat to us all lies there. Where these machines are born. Find the Black Garden. Rip out its heart. Only then will your traveler begin to heal.
Can you help us find it?
My path's my own. I can't.
If we're going to find the Black Garden, we need to see the Awoken.
Ah, yes. The Awoken. Out there wavering between the light and the dark. A side should always be taken, little light. Even if it's the wrong side. Too late returning. How many? Hold position, kill the engines, and don't let them find you.
So, how do we find the Awoken?
They live all the way out at the edge of the darkness. Last place the light touches. Can't we just stay here with the murderous robots?
No. Little light.
Don't do that.
Great movie scene. Great. That's what I'm talking about, guys. And every scene is like that throughout, like different missions. Like, it's amazing. Like even though I beat this, I could still go back and replay it again, over and over and over again. You can't do that in Destiny 2. Like I said, a lot of great things can come from Destiny that you cannot find in Destiny 2. A lot of great weapons. Ooh, I remember this. Napalm releases trigger after weapon fire to drop a solar damage napalm canister. So basically you shoot this sucker in there, it rains napalm. Oh my god. Dude, I miss this rocket launcher. I forgot about this rocket launcher. This is my favorite rocket launcher in the game from D1. I mean, Galley was alright. I mean, it's alright. I would rather have this than Galley any day. Because this sucker can put out damage. You can let it rain from the sky, napalm, and it's crazy. It really is. I totally forgot about that weapon. See, look at this. Rise of Iron. Okay? Rise of Iron. Siva Crisis Heroic Strikes. Amazing. Gives you the burn, heroic, arc burn, berserk, brawler, you know. It's amazing. I mean, each strike has something different. You got the normal one, and you got the hard one, then you got the Taken War strike, and then you got the regular Vanguard Legacy. So that that was amazing indeed. So what you guys missed? Okay. So like I was trying to tell you guys notice how they have I can't remember the director on Destiny 2 what it's called, but where they store and put away content, and then they when the old content comes, they put it in that one director mode. I can't remember what it's called, but like I said, if you want to do the raid, all you would have to do is just highlight the planet and look, Vault of Glass. But see, in Destiny 2, you can't go to Venus. It's just Vault of Glass, period. I'm not sure why they did that. I'm not sure if Venus will ever come back because they did something like that. Look, if you're gonna have Vault of Glass come back in Destiny 2, bring the planet that made Vault of Glass. Venus. Okay? If you if you wanted to bring back old content, bring the planet that came with the raid. Don't just bring the raid and store it in that one place, because that doesn't make no sense. Like I said, a lot of great strikes come from Venus. You got the Nexus strike. You got the Taken King Echo Chamber strike. You got Winter's Run strike. Okay? And then you got all these little side missions, okay? But when they brought back Vault of Glass and the Destiny 2, they just brought Vault of Glass, period. They did not bring back Venus. Yeah, I'm not understanding why. Makes no sense. Like I get that people will like to play raids. I get that. But look, like I said, you don't want to bring back something half-assed, you know? Like like to make this so you guys understand this. Like me, I'm all about the metaphors, okay? Why eat? Why go into a restaurant and eat half a sandwich when you could just buy a whole sandwich and eat it, right? That's the same thing when I'm talking about raids. Don't half-ass it, okay? Okay? And what I mean by that is don't sit and bring Vault of Glass and then forget about Venus. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you bring back a raid, bring back the planet where the raid originally came from. Okay? In this case, it'd be Vault of Glass, and then there'd be Venus. So when you bring back Vault of Glass, bring back the Strix along with the Venus. You know? That's all they have to do. But they didn't do it like that. Like, when you go do Vault of Glass, it's Vault of Glass raid, period. You cannot explore. You can't. What's so fun about that? You land, you're in the raid, you can't explore nothing. Period. What? Like, yeah, that literally does not make no sense. Not sure why they did that like that. I'm really not too sure, but it honestly, uh, that's what they need to do. They just need to bring back this planet and then take the Vault of Glass out of that one area and then the director and place Vault of Glass where it originally came from, Venus. Two. Okay. Um, let's see. Same thing with the Taken King. Okay, the Taken King came from Dreadnought. Okay, take the Taken King out, and if you want its original form, take the Taken King out and put it in the Dreadnought. So if you're gonna bring back the Dreadnought, make sure you have the Dreadnought on your director in Destiny 2. Otherwise, it makes no sense. I mean, and they're sitting and bringing back Vault of Glass, and they brought back the Taken King, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. But look, bring the planets where the raid is, you know? You know, they're always talking about having something to do, right? In Destiny 2, right? Or that they're always talking about the veteran players, right? Look, for us veteran players, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like to see something like this come back. Example, the Reef, okay? Not sure if it'll ever come back. Uh, that'd be cool if it did, okay? The Reef is the Reef, right? But since you already have Dreaming City, all you would have to do is open up Dreaming City and put the Vestigial Outpost inside the Dreaming City. That would solve that problem. You know what I mean? I don't even work for Bungie, but I tell you what, I got an idea. It's just like the guy down the street, and and honestly, I, I think that's where it's at. I think they need to bring something like this back. Like if they brought back the reef, all they would have to do is store the reef inside Dreaming City, and then inside of the planet. You know, put the Vestigial Outpost, and if you want to relive memories, they can bring back Prison of Elders. They could have a new arena, new bosses, new loot, uh, new warden. They can bring all that stuff back to Destiny 2. But question is, will they? Probably won't. Um, it'd be nice though. It really would be. Um, I back in the day, I used to play a lot of Prison of Elders, and that's how I became a really good player. Um, because I played these things every day. When Destiny first came out, I played these things every day. And then once I got good enough, I started playing PvP. But as I got older, I you know, me getting sick and losing my vision and my hands shaking all the time, and my eyesight just like it wasn't there. My awareness wasn't there. I had to find something in the Destiny uh, for me to like, or I just wouldn't play the game anymore. And then when my brother passed away, before he passed away, he always wanted for me to do strikes. He always asked me, "Hey brother, how come you don't do strikes with me? How come you don't do nightfalls with me and the Destiny?" I said, "Because I just don't like it. I don't like it." And then he always wanted me to play strikes with him, you know, because that's what he loved. And then now that he's no longer here, uh, like I, I really love strikes. I really love nightfalls, and that's the only thing that makes me happy in the game. I is doing nightfalls and strikes. I I don't like PvP. Sure, you guys might see me play PvP every now and then, but don't I don't really like it. It's not my cup of tea. Gambit, yeah, I don't really like Gambit either. Dungeons, yeah, not a big fan on Dungeons. The only thing I like in the Destiny 2 is making builds, getting the new exotics. Don't really like doing bounties. I hate doing bounties. I don't like grinding. Just want to have fun, and then I like doing Nightfall Spirit. Uh, that and when the new season comes around, I like grabbing the new stuff out of the raid, and I'm not really into raids or anything like that. So if you guys ever see me, because I know a lot of people that come in my channel that always ask me, hey Gmail, how come you don't like to do raids or dungeons? Well, now you guys know it. I just, I mean, sure, you guys might see me do a raid every now and then, or a dungeon every now and then. The only reason why is because I don't want to get that, whatever kind of loot that they have to offer. That's the only reason why. I'm not gonna sit and go into a dungeon, the same dungeon, and it just keep on like doing what they're for builds. I not really into dungeons. I mean, dungeons are alright, I guess, and it's not because I can't beat it, because I can solo the dungeons. I just I don't I don't know why I don't like dungeons. I guess dungeons are alright. I guess I would rather do a nightfall all day every day than anything else in Destiny 2, because it relaxes me. You know, it's really fun. And when I do nightfalls, I don't do you know, like I said, for a speed run or even a slower run. I don't do it for the loot. I do it because I just want to have fun. You know, the nightfall weapons ain't really that great anyway. So you guys are probably asking, well, why do you do your nightfalls then? Well, my reward is completion. When to do on the nightfall, and that's what makes me happy. Uh, Other than that, I mean, like I said, guys, all these little story missions are here. I would love to see come back. All these strikes, I would love to see them come back. Devil's Lair is in Destiny 2. I would love to see Wrath of the Machines in Destiny 2. Maybe possibly a new storyline from Siva. Who knows? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't understand what the big deal is. Siva was really great. Like Rise of Iron content when it first came out in Destiny, really great. Like everybody wanted to do the Siva raid. Everybody wanted that outbreak. And then when they did one story on Siva, yeah, it didn't really make sense. You know what I mean? When we beat the Taken King in Destiny, uh, they brought it back to Destiny 2, right? Well, when we beat Wrath of the Machine raid, it never made it to Destiny 2. So I don't understand like all this content that comes out, which is good. You know, I love the content that comes out. But look, uh, Wrath of the Machines was a really good raid, and for them not to bring it back, I don't want to understand why. And Siva, same thing. Siva was good. Like like like, come on, guys. I mean, you can go to the Cosmodrome and revisit the Plague Lands. That's where it all started, right there. was the Plague Lance. Siva was a great storyline. But let's face it, when we killed the boss in the Siva raid, there was no more Siva. But what I don't understand, there's no more Siva, right? Then why does Bungie keep on making ornaments from the Eververse store, right? That don't add up, right? Why make ornaments from Siva ornaments from the Eververse store in Destiny 2, but yet you won't bring back Wrath of the Machines? But yet you won't bring another storyline of Siva into Destiny 2. Yeah, that really doesn't make no sense. They keep on adding more Siva ornaments to Eververse, but they won't bring back Wrath. Hmm. Yeah, I'm a little confused on that. Yeah, makes no sense. A lot of great things that happen from Destiny, Iron Temple. Like, I mean, it's well, when we're on the land, I'll show you guys. And look at these artifacts. The different artifacts that you can get, that you got from Rise of Iron. You know, and each artifact that you got has a different like perk on it. And to be honest, guys, uh, would I like to see artifacts on a piece of armor? Well, yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, we have artifact mods, but to have an artifact on your piece of armor, that'd be even really cooler, you know? Because if you had something like this in Destiny 2, that'd be really cool. Because a lot of this stuff right here that I'm highlighting, you could use this in a Nightfall or any type of content or any type of activity you go in. I mean, don't get me wrong, the artifact mods are pretty cool. I mean, maybe that's what they're trying to do, is replace these from Destiny and just use the mods instead. Maybe. And again, maybe not. Uh, but if you come over here, okay, if you come over here, what is on the other side of this map? Vostok, the Crucible map. You can see the Crucible map inside here. This is the only this is the only thing in the game. You cannot find another Crucible map, and you cannot get close to a Crucible map in Destiny 2 or Destiny 1. This is the only location that you're able to actually get this close to a Crucible map. If I get closer and look through this window right here, okay? Look through this window. There's a little tower, okay? That is Vostok. If I'm able to walk through this gate, which I can't, but I'm just saying, if I would be able to. Right now, what you're looking at is Vostok, the original Vostok from Destiny. Okay? Pretty cool. And then you got these things right here, the vault, which is really cool. Really cool. And see, I liked a lot of the things about the vault, due to the fact because look how organized it is. Okay? Even though it had only 100 slots, but look how well and organized it was. You got your weapons. You scroll over. You got your armor. Just for the armor alone. Then you scroll over again, and you're able to put consumables in here. Inside the vault. You can't do that in Destiny 2. Ever. I think the only thing that they'll allow you to store, I can't, I don't think you can store enhancement cores. I know it's something else you can store.
We must be there to intercept them when they do.
Look at this. You got Gabby 5530, the old school postmaster guy.
Underway.
Look at this. And like seriously, guys, like you can't find these original legendary incomes from back from the D1. You can't find this in Destiny 2. You really can't.
Done, done, done.
And see what you're able to do right here. See how I grabbed the encrypted engrams, so I could take either one of these and just grab it, right?
Done, done, done.
And what you would do is you would take this to Master Raoul in tower, and he would encode it, and then once he got done and encode it, the blue piece of armor or blue weapon or legendary weapon or legendary armor would turn into something like this right here, what I'm highlighted. Same thing with armor. The encrypted engram would turn into something like this. Like I said, Bungie makes it way too easy for legendary drops, exotic quests. You know what I mean? Like I remember back in the day when I'm playing in this game, the 3 coins, when you pop 3 coins, back in the day, it was so hard to get an exotic. Now these days, you could just go to the Xur and just go buy exotics every Friday. They're making it way too easy for us to buy exotics or to have exotic quests. A lot of people are missing the point. The whole point is, back in the day, you had to grind to get that exotic, or you had to buy a package of like 3 coins, and you had to like activate the 3 coins, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you would get an exotic when whatever activity you're in, but you had a really good chance once it's popped. And a lot, like I said, a lot of great stuff came from Destiny that you don't see in Destiny 2. Like, example, look at this wolf, okay? You don't have a wolf like this in Destiny 2. You don't. Look how the dog shakes. The dog will eventually get up. He'll shake. He'll move his head. How come we don't have dogs in Destiny 2? I mean, we do, but if they're like fake dogs, they're like toy dogs or whatever. This dog, well, I mean, he ain't real, but it's the closest to real that you get. Look at him, he's even yawning, bro. Dude, he's a dog, bro. He's a wolf, You don't see that in Destiny 2. You'll never ever see that. I mean, look at him. He's tired, bro. You're tired, huh, boy?
My vigil has
You're
ended.
tired.
For the first time in centuries.
I
Tomorrow
tell you what, I tell you what. If I was standing right
the
next to a
Guardians
wolf
will
right
fight for
now,
this.
I probably would be
With
scared.
life.
I ain't lie. Wolves are crazy. Look, you're tired, huh, buddy?
Perhaps
But
now
look
we
at
can get
this.
some
Look at this.
real.
So you go see Tyra Kern, right? Alright. I'm not sure what
Shall
she.
we unravel
I
what's
think
hidden
she's an
here?
artifact lady. Yeah. So that's where you get all the artifacts. It's through her. But every artifact that you scroll on has like a special perk that you can get taken in and at that activity, which made Destiny so great. Like like you don't have that stuff. And you sure we had the mods, but you don't have the artifact that went with your armor, you know? Now
Our
these days it's
history rests
artifact
with the
mods.
living.
Which don't get me wrong, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, it is cool. But look at this. Memories, guys. Look. Right now we're sitting in front of the Iron Lords. Iron Lords. Like you cannot go see the Iron Temple. You can't. It's forbidden. They won't let you in Destiny 2. But if you load up Destiny, you could just sit back by the fire, do the old school emote, and just look at the Iron Lords. This is amazing. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff in Destiny that you just can't see in Destiny 2. And I would love for something like that as to return. Tyra is not in Destiny 2. This little robot dude right there, they're selling it, you know?
Lord Guardian, the honor is mine.
You can buy emblem shaders. See, that's another thing that which was so great when you had a certain amount of glimmer, uh, um, you're able to purchase a shader, which is really cool. Or you could buy the emblems. Now these days, you have to grind for a shader. You have to grind for an emblem. Why? You don't have to do that on Destiny.
You can't pave the way to the
Now these
future.
days in
People who
Destiny 2, it's all,
past.
like I said, it's all about competitive, grinding, world records.
Machine god.
People have forgotten their roots. They really did. Look at this guy, Gabby, 5530, Postmaster today. You don't see him in Destiny 2. You don't see the Iron Temple. You don't see Wrath. You don't see none of that. You don't see Cheryl 4, the Vanguard it's
Is
got.
there a god you can't defeat?
Look at this. From here, Melissa, Miscellaneous. You can buy weapon parts, armor materials, ammo. Like I said, guys, before, um, like now these days we have ammo finder, we have scavenger. But what happens when you run in a double ammo finder and you got your scavenger on and you run in with your group or your friends or you're doing solo content and that ammo finder that does not pay off and you killed all kinds of ads and now what do you have to do? You have to rely on your super, you have to rely on your weapons, you have to rely on your abilities to hammer the boss and then let's say the ammo still ain't dropping. Well, the great thing about Destiny is, like I said, you go to your character screen, scroll over, click on heavy ammo synth, and activate it. Once you activate it, then you'll have like a 5 minute cooldown. And the reason why, to me, Destiny was so challenging is because when there is no ammo on the ground, all I'd have to do is open up my inventory and click on ammo synth. And it was a guaranteed drop. Guaranteed drop. Honestly, guys, this is my personal opinion. Honestly, I wish that they would do away with the scavenger. I wish that they would do away with the heavy ammo finder, the special ammo finder. I think what they needed to do is go back to their old roots. Go back to where it all started. The special ammo synth. Make it challenging. For players are always saying, "Oh, well, the game ain't hard. The game ain't that hard." So now they're making the content harder. Look, which is cool. Okay, everybody's different. But look, you want to make the game harder, guys? This is what you do. You bring something like this back. Okay, when there's no ammo on the ground, at least this is a guaranteed drop. While you're waiting and on your cooldown, kill things until your cooldown's over. And then you go into your inventory, you activate this and Destiny 2, and you're good to go. So would I like to see the scavenger gone and the ammo finder? Yes. This was a much more reliable source for one. For two, it was guaranteed. For three, it's challenging. Because like I said, what happens if you had double ammo finder on the ground, whether if it's special or heavy, and then you got the scavenger, and nothing's dropping? Well, now, like I said, guys, now you have to rely on your super, now you have to rely on your abilities, and you have to rely on your primary to go ham on the boss, right? Until you get ammo to drop, okay? But I noticed, like, when sometimes like when you like me like whenever I do solo content, sometimes I could be like killing all kinds of ads, right? And even though I had a double ammo finder on, sometimes that heavy ammo won't drop when I'm doing my content by myself, when I'm doing Grandmaster solo content. Uh, Sometimes it just won't drop. When you play Destiny and load up the Destiny, this is a guaranteed drop. This is what makes it challenging. You activate this, okay? Now you have a base cooldown. Now you have to fight. Now you have to fight. When there's no ammo on the ground, now you have to fight. But at least when you play this game, uh, right here, this is a guaranteed drop. And like I said, I would rather see this come back, the ammo synth, than the ammo finder and the scavenger. Kinda really wish that they would take it out of the game, because sometimes you just can't find no ammo on the ground. I think this is a more better way to go about it. I mean, like I said, I have my opinion and everybody else has their opinion, but as far as me, what I like to see that's come back and had the ammo finder and then the scavenger replaced, yeah, it makes more sense. It really does to me. But and then right here, uh, when you do the Wrath of the Machine, whereas you be able to come back to Shiro, Vanguard Scout, and as long as uh, I I think as long as when you beat the raid, this stuff unlocks. So like right here, I I could just like buy this, okay? Notice how do you guys see something, okay? Remember in Dreaming City where they had the unstable light? Remember? It's the same thing. And then you had to use that to go to the German city to go to that. I think it's called the well, if I remember right. And when you beat the boss at the end, you had a chance to activate the unstable light or whatever. It's the same thing with this, only Siva. You know that this is amazing. It really is. To
Watch your
load
back
up
out there.
Destiny 2, or not Destiny 2, to load up Destiny and to come into these different locations, relive story and missions, put up, play with old exotics like the icebreaker. All of these are weapons. Necrochasm, like I said, you just don't see this in the game. You don't see Lord or High Fixer in the game. You don't see Necrochasm in the game. You don't see Blind Perdition, the Pulse Rifle. You don't see Atheon's Epilogue, Grasp of Malak, Icebreaker, 77 Wizard. What the hell was that? Did that guardian just burn in the fire?
The Archon Prime is dead.
No way. Huh? No way. I gotta try this. I'm not dying. That was weird. Oh, okay.
Please report for bounties.
And I heard that again. What the heck's going on? Is this guy jumping down? Oh, I got. Wait, what? What? How did that guy get up there? Oh my god, look at that. That is so awesome. What? How do you get up there? Now that guy's having fun. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Checking for available.
Putting in your game and players from Destiny 1 doing crazy just stuff like that. That's crazy. Look at this. Makai 9940, the bounty tracker. You don't see that
Please select
in
mission,
Destiny 2.
and I will confirm with the tower.
You can grab all of these bounties. Look how organized this is. Crucible, Vanguard, Strikes. Look at this, elite bounties. You don't have elite bounties in Destiny 2 when it comes to Strikes. They're just bounties. That's it.
Exchange complete.
Let's see. What else can I show you guys? I'm pretty sure you guys played this game before, but for the people that have not played this game, like Tony, like this is really cool. And look at this. We're gonna watch the prelude from Rise of Iron. Look at this. You can't
We
not
thought we
watch
were
preludes
indestructible.
in Destiny 2. They will not let you.
The Lords of Iron. We swore we would do anything to protect the last city. Some of us paid the ultimate price. I am all that remains.
Look at that. That's what we need
Stand with me, Guardian.
in Destiny 2.
It is time to avenge
Siva.
my brothers and sisters.
Get him, Salad.
Prove yourself
Siva,
worthy,
baby.
and the
Siva.
Iron Lords will rise again.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That is what I'm talking about right there. Bring back Siva, man. Bring back Siva. Those little peg-legged drags, man, that was cool, man. Really was. Look at this. Like I said, guys, you cannot click on preludes. There is no preludes in Destiny 2. Okay? You go to Destiny 1, play all the preludes you want.
Once I looked up at the stars.
That's why the Destiny is so great compared to Destiny 2.
I was a guardian. I stood against the darkness. My eyes saw hope and a future full of light. 6 of you went down into the pit. You sought revenge for those I lost. You slew a god, Crota. With his last breath, he reached out across the night. And now, the night has answered.
Amazing.
Oryx, Crota's father. He smells the blood of his son on your hands. We have slain his brood. We have murdered his son. And now the Taken King comes for us all.
Amazing. Guys, that was beautiful. I'm not a big fan on Taken, but let me tell you something right now, guys. Watching these two preludes, like it doesn't get any better than that. Like you can't watch something like that in Destiny 2. You can't. Sure, you can watch cutscenes, okay? But these are cinematics, man. You know what I mean? In your director, there are preludes on Destiny. There is no prelude cinematics in the director. Sure, there might be cutscenes and certain stories, you know, for like scenes in Destiny 2, but you don't get something like this. And Siva, man, like I mean like I always talk about Siva, okay? So remember when went to the Dreadnought and we killed orcs, right? And then years down the line, uh, they kept on taking content, which I don't really understand that. Like, how can he make taking content after the season when orcs is dead? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But yet, when you kill the boss in Rise of Iron, the Wrath of Machine, you don't bring back Wrath of Machine in Destiny 2. Yeah, I don't understand that. And then look at this. All that red stuff that you see on that map, that is Siva. Siva. Let me tell you something right now. When Destiny came out, and then when the Rise of Iron, when I seen the trailer for Rise of Iron, and when I see uh um Saladin put on his helmet, and I see in the peg leg dregs. It's like, oh man, dude, I can't wait to play this game, dude. I can't wait to get in that raid. And that raid was so fun. It really was. It was amazing. Because inside, inside, uh, um, the raid itself, uh, you had a quest to get the outbreak perfected. Um, like, it doesn't get any better than that. We had one Siva weapon, and look what it did. Can you imagine if they ever made like a Siva rocket launcher that reacted the same way as Outbreak? Or a Siva bow, exotic Siva bow that reacted the same way as Outbreak? Like, oh my god. I mean, yeah, there were Siva weapons and Wrath of Machine. And then they were alright. They didn't act the way Outbreak did. Outbreak to this day is crazy. Like what it does is crazy. That's all I'm saying. Like if they ever made an exotic bow that reacted the same way as Outbreak, or 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 like a submachine gun or whatever, man, rocket launcher, or even a sword, that'd be crazy. Like, I mean, everybody says, yeah, they'll never bring back Siva or whatever. I mean, I get that to a certain extent, but sometimes I don't get that because, like I said, you make one great story. That was it. No more Siva. Doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? We killed both raid bosses. Okay? Taken King came back in Destiny 2. We killed the raid boss in Destiny 1. He never came back. And I keep coming back to the same question. Why? Why did you bring back the raid boss from Taken King, but you didn't bring back the raid from Wrath of the Machine? But yet you continue to make ornaments a Siva in the Eververse store. That's the real question. Why? Why did they continue to make Siva ornaments for Eververse, but they won't bring back the raid? They won't bring back the story? Yeah, I'm a little confused there. I've always asked my friends that same question, and they're still baffled to this day. They're really like, bro, what? I don't know. I don't know why they won't bring it back, you know? To me, look, I know everybody likes the Taken King, okay? I know everybody likes Baltic Glass, but to me, the best raid I ever played in my entire life, I would have to say Wrath of the Machines. It was different. Something new, you know? Something new. It was amazing. It really was. And like I said, every strike that ever came out in Destiny, I could see some of these strikes returning. And if any of these strikes return, for one, they're gonna, it's gonna be enhanced. You know, it's gonna be the same strike, but there'll be like maybe tormentors, barrier champions, unstoppable, overloads. I could see these strikes coming back. We got Devil's Lair from Destiny that came back. Okay, every strike that I'm highlighting. Okay, Fallen Saber we got. So every strike that I'm highlighting on the Cosmodrome, I could see coming back. Okay? Let's see. So we have 3 strikes. And what's crazy about it, these strikes could end up being Grandmasters. If they ever brought these back, or if they ever brought these
Is this D1?
yeah, this is D1. If they ever brought these strikes from D1 And in the D2, these strikes could turn into Grandmasters. They really can. Every strike that was ever made from D1 could turn into a Grandmaster. All they had to do is update it, put some champions in there, uh, leave an original, same boss, um, but just turn it into like a Grandmaster Nightfall, a hero, a legend, a master, uh, you know, and just like I tell you what, every strike that I ever played, uh, from Destiny, these were all great strikes. They really were all great strikes. And one thing I loved about the strikes, look at this, guys. When you click on the strike itself, right? Okay, we're just gonna go right here. We're gonna click on the strike. Okay, we're gonna select it. We're gonna click on it, and from here, we're able to change it from easy to normal. Okay, and you can't get that in Destiny 2. Like when you pick on a strike, they're not giving you an option to change the difficulty. Okay, they won't let you do that. Okay, easy, normal. Okay, you could change the difficulty on a strike. Would I like to see that in Destiny 2? Well, yeah. Strikes are fun. Don't get me wrong, but I would love to see the strikes uh with an advanced difficulty setting. Like make uh the strikes where you could either change it to easy or to hard for every strike. Like it would literally give you the option in Destiny 2. Like if you click on a strike and it asks you right there, like in an option, would you like the easy or hard? You know, it give players to pick to choose the difficulty setting in Destiny 2. But see, we don't have that in Destiny 2. We have it in Destiny, but we don't have it in Destiny 2. All the strikes that we do in Destiny 2, don't get me wrong, they're really good strikes. Don't get me wrong, they're really good strikes. But they need to up their game. Like if everybody wants content hard, then why don't you make the strikes hard as well, right? If you want Gambit to be fun, make Gambit different. Don't have the Taken for bosses. Have it rotated on like a different schedule. Like 1 week at the end, it'd be a Vex boss. Nothing but Vex you would fight. And then towards the ending of Gambit, it'd be a Vex box or a Vex boss. The week after that, you would fight nothing but Cabal, and it'd be a Cabal boss. The week after that, it'd be a Fallen boss, and you'd fight nothing but Fallen. Same thing. Uh, in Gambit. The week after that, it'd be a Scorn boss, and you'd fight nothing but Scorn. You seeing where I'm going with this, guys? Seeing where I'm going with this? Gambit could change, and what I specified just now, I think that would be great. But to have the same thing over and over every single season, when you get towards the end of Gambit, you're always fighting the Taken. You always fight the Taken. Look, we have different species in the game. You want to spice up Gambit for veteran players and new players, rotate the bosses every single weekend. Like I said, 1 week would be a Kabbalah boss. Okay?
I honestly like Gambit, it's related kinda.
Yeah. Gambit is fun, but do you see where I'm going with this, Roman? Instead of having a taken boss at the end every single time, why not make it interesting? One week you would fight a Cabal boss. The week after you would fight a Fallen boss. The week after you would fight a Scorn boss. The week after that you would fight a Vex boss. And it would rotate bosses every week on reset. That's how it should be. To me, Gambit is kinda dull. Why? Is because when you get to the end, when everybody dunks in, and when the boss comes out, it's always taken. If you want to improve on Gambit, do something like that. Mix up the bosses. Fallen, Cabal, Vex, Scorn, and just rotate every boss. That's all you have to do. For one, that'd be cool. For two, don't be bringing in the same loot that we had a couple of seasons ago. Okay? You know, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I would love to see happen, but I just don't see it happening. But as far as Gambit, like I said, a different boss every week, not just the Taken boss. Fallen and Cabal, Taken, Vex, Scorn. If you rotate those bosses every week, people would play Gambit. You want to know why? Because there are different bosses at the end of Gambit every time. You know what I mean? That's how they should do Gambit, in my opinion. Not just taking at the end of the time, all the time. You know. When you keep on doing Gambit, don't get me wrong, Gambit is good. But when you keep on facing the same boss all of the time, it's kind of boring. You know what I mean? Because you're always fighting the same boss. But if you rotate the boss, like I said, one week it could be Fallen, the next week Cabal, next week Scorn, next week Vex, next week Hive. You know, if you rotate the bosses in Gambit like that, Gambit could be fun. It really could be fun. And then they could make it like that. But they don't. It's always a taken boss. If you want to change things in Gambit, that would attract people to Gambit. Instead of a taken boss, it'd be different bosses every single week on reset. And to me, that'd be cool. You know what I mean? That would be really cool. I don't, like I said, I don't even have to work for Bungie. And to me, that would be a really great idea. Like if I was working for Bungie, I'd be like, I'd tell my boss, you know what? Hey, look, man, I got a really good idea about Gambit. Well, let's hear your idea. And then I tell them my idea, and they'd be like, all right, well, I'll talk to my boss. You know what I mean? But I don't work for them, but I'm just saying, wouldn't that be cool? Is if they did something like that? That'd be amazing. It really would be. But like I said, all these strikes that you see is from D1, they can be brought back. They can be brought into Destiny too. And then, and you guys are probably saying, well, there's no room for the strikes from D1 into TD2. Well, technically, yeah, there is. All you would have to do is uh vault it for a couple seasons and bring back the strikes from D1 and just bring it into D2. Like, I'll give you an example. Inside Terminus has been here for a while, right? So Vault and Site Terminus, okay? and take a strike from D1 and put it in D2. Same thing. Let's see. The moon. Okay. Example. The moon. What do we got the Scarlet Keep, right? So we can vault Scarlet Keep and bring back the submarine pits into DD2. We can bring that back, right? We could bring back Shadow Thief. You see what I'm saying? They could vault these strikes that we have on for these planets, like Scarlet Keep. Now I think I can remember what the other strike is on the moon. I don't know what we got Scarlet Keep and we got something else I can't remember. But they could vault Scarlet Keep and they could bring some submarine pits back to D2 or the Shadow Thief. Same thing with Cosmodrome. Like they could vault Fallen Saber, and then they could bring back the Will of Crota for like a Nightfall Strike. Could be a Grandmaster. Who knows? But you guys see where I'm going uh, for this? You know, a lot of the people would always say, well, there's no room. Well, yeah, there is room if you vault it. If you vault uh, some of these strikes right now that are already in Destiny 2, you could bring back some of these strikes back that are in Destiny 1 and into the Destiny 2 if they're vaulted. That's easy to do. Just like Wrath of Machines, you could bring it back. Uh, Iron Temple, you could bring it back. You could bring back Fellwinter's Peak and put it inside the Cosmodrome. Because that's where this is. It's Cosmodrome. Okay? You could bring back these little side missions, and then you could bring them into Destiny 2. Bungie always wants us to have something to do, right? But what happens towards the end of the season, guys, when everybody has their god rolls and that they did all their grinds and then they did all their prepping? What happens? I'll tell you what happens. They play a different game. But let me tell you something right now, guys. If they brought back all these story missions, or even a couple, uh, like every season, it gives us something to do. I'll tell you why. Why? Because we can click on, let's say I wanted to do this one from Rise of Iron. Let's say that they brought back this to Destiny 2. All I have to do is click on this, okay? And I'd be able to change the difficulty, which there's only one difficulty on this, but I'd be able to play this, and once I beat it, I could play it again. Now, what is that telling us, guys? It gives us something to do, because when there is no more grind, and then when there is no more God rules, and then when there's nothing to do, when you bring back something like this, story missions, it gives players to actually stick around and do something. So would I like to see something like this come back? Yeah, I would. Would I like to see Venus come back? Well, yeah, I would. Because then you could take it out of the vaulted thing or whatever. I can't remember what that one thing is called in the director mode on Destiny 2. But then you could place the vault of glass where it originally came from. And where did it originally come from, guys? Venus. So you put the vault of glass where Venus goes, okay? And then you put the Taken King where the Dreadnought goes. I can see the Dreadnought coming back. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I could see the Reef coming back. Let's say that they didn't want to bring back the Reef. Well, considering the Reef where they could put the Vestinian outpost. They could put that in the German city, right? Because that's where all the Queen's guards are at anyway, at the German city. As far as prison of elders, look, same thing. Varix is on Europa, right? So now we could have a new president of elders. We could have a new warden. We could have new bosses. We could have a new arena. Will this return? Who knows? I would love to see it return. Uh, that would be amazing. I guarantee you if they brought the prison of elders to the Destiny 2, I guarantee a lot of editor and the players will play this. They would eat this up. I guarantee a lot of people will play this. A lot of people. If they brought back Wrath of Machines, you would see a lot of people will play Wrath. If they brought back the Plaguelands and let us, yeah, if they brought back the Plaguelands, I could see a lot of people playing there, but I mean, there's just so much to do in Destiny, and it and like I was saying, guys, in the director mode on Destiny 2, you cannot click on these preludes, these cinematics. You can't. There is no such thing. Sure, they might have cutscenes in Destiny 2, but they don't have something like this in the director mode. Mars. Okay. If they brought back Mars, okay, they could take out those strikes that they have from Mars, and they could vault it, and they could bring back uh, Siberius V3. They can bring them back to the Diane Mine for Destiny 2. They could bring back the Dust Palace. You see where I'm going with this, guys? They could bring all of this stuff back. All they would have to do is vault some of the old strikes that we've been playing for the last 3 or 4 years. They could vault it and they could bring this back. And every single strike that I'm highlighting in Destiny, I could see these being uh, the same strike, same boss, but just adding champions, tormentors, barrier, unstoppable, overload. I can see these coming back in Destiny 2. Will they? I don't know. Would it be nice? Well, yeah. I mean, it's something different. If you want to keep the consumer around, then keep them around. Give them a reason to play, you know? And something like this would give us a reason to play, right? If they brought this back to Destiny 2. Now, that's giving us something to play, right? I mean, and and like when you come into here, like when you open up the director on the Vanguard, look at this. Siva, Crisis, Heroic Strikes, okay? You got Hard. You got Normal, okay? And these are Siva, right? You don't see no Siva Strikes in Destiny 2. It's an unheard of, right? But if they were to vault some of the strikes in the Vanguard playlist and just like do something like this, like bring back a Siva strike, dude, that'd be great, bro. It honestly, that would. It really would. Now look at this. You got the Taken War strike playlist. Okay, really great. Um, I think when you go to the Dreadnought, look at this. If they were to ever bring back the Dreadnought, I could see something like this coming back. The Sunless Cell strike, crazy. Uh, Shield Brothers, another great strike. I could see all this stuff coming back. The question is, will they? That is the that is the question. Is will they? A lot of great strikes that could come back. They could be brought back to Destiny 2. All they'd have to do is vault some of their content, right? You want to keep the player happy in the game, give him something that he hasn't played in a long time. Give him something he hasn't played in a long time. That's when you go back to your old roots and when you load up the Destiny and you replay those old memories, which you haven't played in years. Now that's amazing. You know what I mean? That is amazing. Truly, 100% amazing. um, oh yeah, so like if you go was it right here? Go to the tower. You could relive the memories. Dead Orbit, uh, the Jukebox, New Monarchy, Future Oracle. You could relive these memories. I mean, it's so great. It really is. Like I said, a lot of stuff that you don't see in the game. Look at that Siva ship. Awesome. Siva armor. What I have on right now. When I got this armor from doing the raid, I thought this was the coolest armor I've ever had. Because it was amazing. But I worked hard to get this armor. And the reason why I have it on is because I'll never take it off. Not because of the color and because it glows. It's because I worked really hard. I played Wrath of the Machines a lot. I lost track of how many times I played. But it was fun. It really was. I'll give you an example, okay? When you did the Wrath of the Machine, there was a certain area where you had to carry machine parts. And you had to connect those machine parts and then the Wrath of the Machines. That's what made that raid so great. Because when you had ads shooting you, you had to jump with that part in your hand, and when you were exhausted, your other teammate had to carry it up that little ramp and connect that piece while you're having ads hit you. Now that's a raid. That is a raid. You don't see that in any other raid where you have to carry machine parts. You just don't see that. Like I said, a lot of great things came out of this game. A lot of great things. Strikes, Wrath, uh, story missions, old exotics, vendors.
What brings you here this morning?
Look at this. Uh, like right now, it's asking me if I want their allegiance. Okay. If I say not now, I could do this. I could say not now. I could I think it's like a little preview of what you could get. Like you got shaders. I think they're emblems maybe in there. Yep, emblems and shaders. So what you could get is you could probably get those things. Uh, so if I say it now, look at these, all these weapons. Okay, I know they used to have those vendors in the D2, then they just stopped doing it. But look, it's not about just the vendors. Look, look at these weapons. Like you don't see stuff like this in Destiny 2. You really don't. Alright, so let me pick one of these things. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep doing that to me. Look at these scouts. You know? Okay, okay, okay. Got my attention. I mean, look at this. Same thing. It's a weird looking scope, but pretty cool. Same thing. They
Tell the others about us.
pretty cool.
Affirmative. From command.
Quartermaster. Same thing. Like, look at this. You can get weapons from these vendors and just play with them. And like that's that's why I like Destiny, because like you were able to like buy these. You know, you can't buy this stuff like in Destiny 2. You really can't. The only thing you can get from the vendors from Destiny 2 is like rewards, engrams, and then you can get their weapons. Now that these days they're making it way too easy for the player to get exotic weapons or gear. They're making it way too easy because they have Xur. You know, you can pretty much just buy anything from Xur. You know, every week. But Jesus, man, look at these old school weapons. Look at this. I tell you what, even though these are green weapons, these weapons still hit hard. Like if you're a good player in PvP, you can make this gun look like a god gun. You know what I mean? If you're really good in PvP, like you can, if you're a really good player, good at PvP, any weapon that I'm highlighting right now and in this screen section, psh, look how nice that freaking auto rifle is. That could pass for like like a raid rifle, auto rifle, right? Look at detail on the gun. That's crazy. Look at that. That looks cool. I tell you what, these weapons are are green weapons, but let me tell you something about the green weapons and the white weapons. If you're a good player at what you do in the game, you can turn any weapon into a god weapon. Any of them.
You are always welcome at the armory.
I may not be good at PvP, guys, but I know my PvE when it comes to Grandmasters, and let me tell you what, I would definitely get those. And look, see, I know Amanda is not in Destiny 2 no longer, but look at this. I'm talking to Amanda right now. You know what I mean? Reliving memories, and then that's where it's at. It's not about competition. It's not about records. It's not any of that to me. Just reliving memories and having fun. It's great. I think as you come down here, I think they have the jukebox down here. Yeah, look at that. See, how how come we don't have a jukebox in Destiny 2? Yeah, let's go. I mean, it's kind of whack, but I don't know. Like if you ever wanted to get away from raids or just be yourself, you know. Like I be myself every day, but still, if you ever wanted to get away from your friends and just like go to the tower on Destiny, you're able to go to the jukebox machine and just like play music. I know it's kind of whack, but at least you're able to do something. Oh, and also, as a guardian, guys, if you guys were ever cold, you could stand next to the heater. You know, I'm a little cold here, so I'm gonna stand next to the heater for a little bit. On the emote, yeah. And look at that, look at that. You don't get that emote in Destiny 2. Look at this emote. How come you don't get that emote in Destiny 2? What the heck? Yeah, we don't have that one either. Yeah, we don't have that one either. Well, then you have all those other vendors up there. The coolest thing about it is like when you come into the tower, it's not about just the vendors and who you talk to and who you see. But if you come over here,
Were they there at the collapse?
if you come down here,
You have closed the door.
for one,
Much still lies beyond.
Arismarn is right here, which is pretty cool. But you come over here. Look at the war table. Cade 6,
Well, I got bad
Zavala,
news from the reef.
Arcar. Like I'm jumping on your table, but what are you guys gonna do? Haha. What are you gonna do?
I have things that will interest you.
Pretty cool though, you know, I mean, not sure what that is. Look at that. Just right there, man. You know, sometimes when I play Destiny 2, sometimes I'll go to the tower and I'll just like stop and I'll enjoy the sunrise, you know? Just take a moment to relax and vent. It's always fun going into that tower, it really is. Especially right here, I like the color setting right now, how they have it. Looks like there's a fire in the sky. That's what it looks like. That's really cool. I love that color. It's amazing. It's like there's one big gigantic fireball. And you know another thing is too, guys. I'll show you guys right now, but you know who we have not seen in a long time is the speaker. Wonder what happened to the speaker. Did the speaker get killed, or is he in hiding? See, this sniper rifle, I would love to see come back. But but I doubt it. Look at that sniper rifle.
Saw about a dozen warlocks go past.
Precision kills with this weapon cause a bright flash that can blind nearby enemy. So every time you get a precision shot, it's like a blinding grenade. How about that? That's one crazy sniper. Really is. Or Drake's Promise. Yeah, that's freaking amazing. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of great weapons I would love to see come back, but I don't know if I ever will. That'd be cool to have come back with a laser beam. The extra round from a dynamite causes a massive explosion. I could see that come back. That'd be cool. Patience and time. You gain active camouflage while aiming down the sight. So basically, when you ADS, you're invisible. Now that's cool. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of good weapons. Telelik. Overflow. This weapon has better handling and rate of fire stability while the wielder super is charged. So basically, while your super is charged, as long as you don't pop your super, this gun fires so freaking fast it's on anybody. Yeah, it'd really be amazing. Zalo Supercell. Bolts from the blue. Double kills with its weapon charge. It's a small amount of super energy and return ammo to the magazine. This kind of almost reminds me of like a Volt Shot. Because if you kill one, you kill a bunch of other ads around you. It chains. Like, man, I tell you what, I would love to have this weapon back. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night, and then thank you guys for stopping by. It definitely means a lot, and then I will see you guys in the morning. Hope you guys enjoy the show. I'll see you guys in a couple hours.